guys. So I quickly want to answer a riddle for you guys. So I was asked a question earlier. I was told that a lot of coaches dance around this question. And so that question was, in terms of the illusion, how could it be that we can manifest anyone when clearly in our reality we reject people all the time? So, and there are people that we absolutely say no to, like just no, 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 right? And so how could it possibly be, if we can manifest anyone, that is true? Because it sounds like the two things don't go together, right? So let me address that question the non-dual way, the way that it will always make sense to you. Yeah? So it's addressing it this way. In your reality, okay, and from behind the veil, what you're actually doing is rejecting or accepting or choosing to align with specific groups of experiences. But in every single instance, the only one you are dealing with is yourself. No one else, nothing else. So in other words, it is true always, as long as you know you are everything. There is nothing outside of you. So that remains true. And on the opposite effect, so when you look outside, what you're looking at is the mirror of that. So in order to understand how this works, you'd have to understand that everyone is you pushed out, and that you're actually looking at your own reflection, that what you're dealing with. In a world where everything is you, or your experience on display, how do you determine that specialness? You know, what exactly is it that you're rejecting or accepting? Well, that specialness is determined by the certain set of experiences that when they collide with your experiences, end up for a better or more enriched experience. So we are selecting these things, whether we know this or not, but we are not selecting or rejecting anyone but ourselves. Like, that's it. That's the answer. That's the one that makes it always true. There is nothing out there. We're simply looking at ourselves from every angle and deciding what experiences, whether we're conscious of this or not, is besides the point. It's exactly what we're doing. So I hope that answers that question really quickly. And just to get on to my talk, I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about the power of embracing something real simple, something that I was taught by a male in my life, ironically. So I wanted to share this with you. And it's such a simple concept, but I don't think as women we remember this, right? And the idea that the relationship is with you and no one else. It's with you, right? So you are deciding what's acceptable and what's not. So what we're doing in a relationship is, what he taught me anyway, is that men test those boundaries. They see what they can get away with, what they can't, how much effort to put in, how much effort not to put in, all decided by you, because your experience is first cause of every effect. So a lot of the times, if we're not aware of that, then we're sitting here stressing over what they think, what they will do, all of this, right? So what are we doing in that case? We're making them more important than us, and that's not following the correct order of operations, is it? So in this particular case, you have to remember, it's your reflection, you're choosing, and you're deciding what's acceptable and what's not at all times. You're still participating in the experience, and although it is your experience on display and everything you're learning from, you still have to understand it's you are dealing with. That makes it so much easier, because then you know what's acceptable and what's not. You don't allow for certain things to happen. You automatically place yourself in a situation where a man has to step up to be a king to get his queen, because that's what you're doing. You're being the queen that you naturally should know that you are. Therefore, automatically, the reflection will be as you are. That's the point, you guys. In love is love reflected. There is no other. What you are seeing is your personalized experience on display for you to see yourself in every angle and every direction. So if you know everything is you, then and you know everything is made in your imagination, and you know that you're just embracing your counterpart energy, but it is you, then you're not fooled by this illusion, and you will know exactly how to teach and treat someone. You should anyway. You should know how to treat yourself. You should know not to judge. You should know that the idea here is to remember, first and foremost, everything is always you. It's never not you. You cannot deny it. You can try for, till the cows come home. But the thing is those stories you tell are exactly what your universe looks like. And so if you've attached to people's ideas of what you think is out there, then that's what you will see. That doesn't mean that that's accurate, because remember, the reflection can only be as you are on the inside. You have never looked at the mirror, smiled at the mirror, and it frowned. That would absolutely freak you out. And that's exactly how the universe is set up, isn't it? Yes? It's set up the same way. If you smile on the inside, the outside smiles at you. It's not rocket science. It's not even difficult. It just is what it is. So I just want to remind you guys, when it comes to the power of your relationship and who's actually holding all the cards, that's you. That's you. That's you. You're deciding what's acceptable and what's not, what you let them get away with, all of this is up to you. You are learning how to love yourself. That is the object of the game. And the game is won when you recognize yourself in another human being and you bridge the divide. When you know that beyond a shadow of a doubt, what that does is open up a door for you to recognize this truth universally. Because what's true of the microcosm or the individual relationship is true of the whole. And so that love generated by perfectly reflecting one another and seeing one another allows you to understand the universe as a whole. It allows you to understand that all bodies are illusions, only representing mirrors so that you can see your experience on display. So I hope that helps. I hope that answers your question. Have an awesome night. And I didn't want to make this one too long because I know it's a Friday night and people should be out partying or whatever that you guys do. So love, and talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.